be doing a buffalo chicken wrap. I'm just having a couple more volunteers getting in and get set up. So if you're at home and you're going to be cooking along with us, you can go ahead and grab you a chef's knife, a cutting board. We're going to be using one skillet and two mixing bowls, okay? Hey guys.
Hello.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna be using these ingredients. I'll go over with them with you guys right now. So we have two 13.5-inch tortillas. You can use any tortilla you have at home. I'm using a sun-dried tomato. You guys may have the sun-dried tomato, or you may have the spinach one. You can use a whole wheat, or you can use a regular flour tortilla. It's completely up to you. We also have buffalo sauce and mayonnaise. This is about 5.5 ounces of each. This is gonna make our sauce. And then for your vegetables, we have a head of romaine lettuce. You won't be using the whole head. We also have carrots, a celery stalk, and some red cabbage, okay? We're gonna be using half of this red onion, green onion, and then we have some seasoning here that we're gonna be using for our chicken breast. Today, we're gonna be using some chicken breast that's already pre-chopped and cut. If you have any leftover chicken breast at home or any kind of chicken, you can definitely use that. I got this from Restaurant Depot, honestly. But you can find this in your local grocery store. This is just the Tyson Diced frozen chicken bites. So it's not even seasoned, it's literally just grilled, okay? So we're just gonna play with that. It's really easy for you to use during the week and manipulate to make different meals. Okay, guys, so you guys are gonna be cooking along with us today. I just went over our ingredients that we're gonna be using. You guys have all the same ingredients in your bag. Along with your equipment, you should have a knife at your station. You should have a cutting board, and you should have two mixing bowls, okay? One is gonna be for our chopped vegetables to go into, and the other one is gonna be for our sauce. Brittany, if you have enough whisk, do you think we can give them a whisk? Yeah. I think we have some right here. Or we have. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, yeah, super perfect. So we're also gonna be needing a whisk, guys. Okay. So, you guys ready? Let's glove up. We're gonna get ready for our first step. We're gonna start with our chicken because we want that to cool off, okay? So with one of your mixing bowls, you can go ahead and grab your bag of your diced chicken. Let me get some gloves. All right, so if you're at home, we're gonna be using a saucepan. You can use cast iron, non-stick, whatever you have. Just make sure you guys are using some olive oil or some vegetable oil to make sure your meat's not gonna stick to the bottom of your skillet. I would say about 2 to 3 tablespoons. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my skillet on. You guys go ahead and get your skillet on low heat, very low, and we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of our, this one's out. I have to do that every week. Sorry about that, guys.
Not ready.
No. I'm gonna use that. So I'm trying to fix the stove, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go. So we just came in. We are getting ready to start cooking our chicken up since it's gonna have to cool down. So you have 2 bowls at your station. One is gonna be for seasoning your chicken up. So I'm just getting our skillets warmed up because we want to make sure we're getting a nice sear. You guys know that's something I'm really keen on. So go ahead and put your oil in. Make sure you move your skillet around so all the oil is getting all the way around it. Okay? Make sure that it's all the way coated. Awesome. So while that's heating up, go ahead and get your chicken. This is 1 cup, correct? Was 1.5 cups of chicken breast that's already diced. Now, with this chicken, I've learned, because I use it a lot, you can definitely chop it up more, but it's already cut down to a pretty good size, okay? Yeah, I don't know how many people are coming in today, so, but we'll give them like maybe about 5 more minutes. Okay, so in with the seasoning, you guys have 1 tablespoon of onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, okay? And then separately, you have the cayenne pepper. I put the cayenne pepper separate because it is a spicy little snack. Now, if you guys don't want it to be too spicy because we're gonna be adding the buffalo sauce, you can reserve the cayenne pepper and put it to the side, or you can go ahead and add it to your chicken seasoning so you can kick it up a notch, okay? Completely up to you. So I'm gonna put the whole shebang. Now, it may look like a lot of seasoning, but because this chicken has been pre-frozen, we want to take into account for that water and that moisture that's going to be in there with it. So we want to kind of make sure it's not taking away our, flavor content. So once you get that in there, go ahead and give it a nice mixture with your hands. Make sure you get it nice and seasoned. Okay, so if you're at home, it should look like this. Okay. All right, so go back over to your pan. Once you guys are finished seasoning your chicken, you can go ahead and increase the heat. Okay, everybody should have a spatula. If you guys don't have a spatula or anything to move your chicken around in your skillet, let Willa or Brittany know. They'll come and pass you guys something. Yeah, so you guys should like put a hole in there and just like bust it up. Yeah. Okay. All right, so once that's seasoned, go ahead and go over to your skillet. It should be at a nice high heat. And let's go ahead and turn on our blower side. Let's not forget to turn our blowers on too. Okay, and then it will chicken. Okay. Yes, depends on how spicy you want it, okay, guys? So we just want to make sure that we're gonna bring the temperature of the chicken all the way back up to 165. So this chicken is pre-cooked and flash frozen, but you still want to make sure you're bringing it back up to the correct internal temperature of 165 because it still has pathogens, okay? So you always want to make sure you're putting it at the right temperature and you're killing it back off, okay? For like maybe 5 minutes, guys, and then we're gonna take it off and we're gonna let it cool inside of our bowl. Not the bowl you seasoned in. That's contaminated. Okay? So you have 2 bowls at your station. If you're at home cooking, you want to make sure that you're using 2 separate bowls. Even though that chicken is pre-cooked and it's flash frozen, it's still considered raw. Okay? You don't want to put anything that's cooked back into a bowl that has something that was not. So continuously move your chicken around. All right, so a couple more minutes on the chicken, guys, and we're gonna put it to the Now, if your chicken is getting stuck in the pan, it's really dry, you can come and get a teensy bit of water just to add. I would recommend so. Really, can you pass the water around? And that's also gonna help it kind of steam and get that temperature quicker, okay? You definitely want to make sure it's still not frozen, okay? So once you add in that water, go ahead and put it down to about number 2 on the stove, okay? And we'll let that cook and finish, okay, guys? So today's recipe is super, super simple. You make this with sandwiches, basically like we're making like a chicken salad and we're putting it into a wrap, but we're making it a buffalo chicken salad. Just to make it a little bit more flavorful. You put it on top of salad. So it's a really good mix to have around the house for the week. So I'm gonna grab a thermometer and make sure that my chicken is at the correct temperature. Oh, okay. So my chicken's at 176. I'm gonna go ahead and put it off. You guys are going to come around with the thermometer so you guys are able to check the temperature of your chicken. It should be at 165 or higher, okay, guys? And then once it's off, go ahead and put it into your bowl. And when you put it into a stainless steel bowl, it's going to cool down quicker. Oh, I have one. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's our cooked chicken, guys. Nice and seasoned, Cajun and blackened. We're gonna let that sit aside, and then we're gonna work on these vegetables. Okay. So the last thing that we're gonna use is our romaine lettuce. So I'm gonna let you guys finish up with that. Just talking to the people on the video right now. So we're gonna go into the last part of putting together our mixture, which is adding our vegetables. I always have a whole onion, but I don't need a whole onion. So if you're at home, please only use half of it. It's already a lot of flavor, and plus we're going to be adding in green onions for this. So just kind of give a take. You want to add more green onion than red onion, whatever your preference is. So we're also going to be using celery salt and blue cheese. Okay, and that's kind of our play on a decomposed topic. So, I'm trying to open my zip up. All right, guys. So once you get back to your station, your chicken is all cooked up. We're getting ready to start chopping up our vegetables. We're going to start with half of the red onion. Obviously, if you guys are working with a partner, you guys can split. So once she cuts that, you can get the other half. You guys can split one in your station. And if you don't want to put the whole half, and you're not a red onion fan, you can put a quarter or none at all. It's completely up to you. And you want to make sure you dice this down as small as possible. So like we've been doing it previous week. We're cutting this half and then cutting it along vertically, very small slices along the onion, but not all the way through. And then you're going to go horizontally. So white of the onion. And it just cut right through. It needs to have small dice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Perfect size, okay? And then it's going straight into our bowl with the chicken, okay, guys? That's our first vegetable. And if you look inside your Ziploc bag, you have a stalk of celery. We also want to make sure we're chopping this down into small dice, okay? No, they're gonna be raw. So this is like I'm gonna play on another wrap. Yeah, most definitely. If you want to cook your onions and saute them down to kind of take some of that tangency out of them, you're more than welcome to. So we worked with that stuff. We've already added our diced onions to our chicken. We're gonna add in our diced celery now. So with the celery, you want to keep the dices perpendicular. So you want to cut your celery vertically. Okay, and then you want to take it and just chop it down horizontally. Okay. Okay, that's going directly in the bowl with our onion. So we got our celery and our onion and our chicken. All right. Also have a bag of shredded carrots and cabbage, okay? This is also going to go into our mix, but we're only going to put half of it in there for the beginning, okay? Because we're going to reserve the rest of the fresh carrots and cabbage for our wrapping and initially wrapping. Okay? So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in there for a little bit more bite. Okay? Now we're going to add our green onion. So you can, if you're at home, you don't have these vegetables, and you want to just make a really cool chicken mix. You can add cilantro, you can add fresh tomatoes, water chestnut, anything that you have that's like kind of old, you don't want to really get rid of it, or if you're tired of eating sandwiches every day, and you know you just want to change it up, you can definitely make this great. You do it with feta, olives, tomatoes, mint, spinach, really good. So this is just a play on something that's simple to make at home, and it's popular. Slice chicken bag at $6.99. This is less than $10 for sure. Okay, guys. So moving on to my green onions, I'm going to give them a nice garnish. Okay, not too small. Those are going to go right into it. Okay. Now we're going to make a little small dressing out of our buffalo sauce and mayo. Super simple. Two little ingredients that we use to condiment separately, but we're going to combine them to bind together our chicken salad. Okay. So I'm okay, guys. In a bowl, I'm going to add. This is about half a cup of mayo. Okay. So 4 ounces. Right into size. Don't want to waste any food. Size for mayo. Make sure you get all in there. I'm not a fan of mayo. Like I like mayo, but it's like sparingly. And if I do use mayo, I have to definitely manipulate it. Like I Worcestershire sauce. Like, gotta get it. I don't know. Like, I like Miracle Whip, but sometimes it's like a little too sweet, but I like it on a burger that's barbecue. Okay, now we're gonna add in some of our buffalo sauce. Now, we have a nice amount of buffalo sauce, about 4 ounces as well. I'm going to add this to the slice that I like. But for one, to start it off, go ahead and put half of it, okay? And then you're just gonna mix it together. Thank you, Rick. I may add a little more. Oh, look at this.
Whoa.
It'll
There's
make
another
it-
one up there.
It'll make things like they used to. That's like crazy. It's probably the first time that we use this. So this is how it should look, nice and orange, like a nice little paste. We're gonna taste it. I'm gonna add a little bit more spice. I'm gonna knock it back out. Now, I'm gonna fold it down. I'm gonna use gloves. Why not? I don't want dishes to be dirty. But I wash them. Now, it's a little dirty. We're gonna go in, we're gonna mix it up. Now, we're not gonna add the blue cheese to the end because blue cheese is very pungent. And I kind of like to put mine in at the end because I don't like it to like get mushed. Kind of like it present. So, we're gonna fold this in first. Okay. Trash. Now, the last step, guys, we're gonna butt chop this lettuce. Once I get my lettuce. That's gonna give us a little bit more fluff. All right, okay? Fold this in. Now, press it. Yeah. Smells great. All right, so this is how it should look, okay, guys? Nice and packaged. All right. Now, I'm gonna take off my gloves, and I'm gonna give a nice rough chop to my lettuce. You guys should have one romaine head per station. We're gonna cut this in half and split it. If you have any nasty ends, we're gonna get those off.
Come on, take your time.
Okay, so it's the ranch. And a shake. So what I like to do with romaine lettuce, when I'm making a toast in the salad, I always cut it in 4 ways, right? So it's nice and shredded. It has like super big. Okay. So I'm gonna take my knife, cut on the knife this way, turn it this way, turn it, and lastly on this one. Hold it together. Perfect, right? So, with our remaining pieces here, we're gonna add there. And we're gonna get our tortilla. Bread. You mind grabbing, oh, or grabbing, yeah, that's what it is. Like a whole face. A whole face of a tortilla. Okay, so we're gonna lay our tortilla flat on a clean surface. Clean the whole surface. Okay. Now first, you're going to add our mix. Okay. Now I like to add a nice touch. Okay. This can be split between two people. This is very hard to do. And we're gonna add in our fresh vegetables. And we're gonna go in with our blue cherry. Okay. And then we're gonna wrap this like a cream. You can really stuff it, make it hearty. This way. And then fold it this in. Get tight. This in. And then awesome, guys. And that is our buffalo chicken wrap. Buffalo sauce, like for dipping. And that's what we have today. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. It's super simple, like I said, we're keeping it really fresh today and light. And you guys can see this tomorrow, and thank you for watching.